And welcome in everyone to Hybrid Let's Play. I am Hybrid, and today I need to change something really quick. Where is it? Right here. Let's do that. Change everything? No. No. My lower third. I moved it up and it's not playing. Why isn't it playing? Wait, no. Wait. Okay. Look at that. We did it. Perfect. We nailed it. First try. Got it. We did it. We did it. Uh-huh. Yep, we did it, guys. We did it. All right. Let's turn that off. Welcome in everyone to Hybrid Let's Play. I'm Hybrid, and today we're playing Pyre because that's what the schedule says we play. Welcome in Cosmic. Welcome in Kelsey Puck. Hope you both have had fantastic Mondays. Fantastic Mondays. The schedule demands nothing. The schedule demands everything. Okay. All right. That was really good. All right, so we are going to well, I have to include everyone in the conversation. It's what a good host does. Even if I know, I need to ask. You don't. I mean, I do. I know your lie. I know your lies very well, Cosmic. I know them very well. Oh my gosh. All right, what are we doing? We're doing this. Serving the Black Shore. Okay. But do you? Yes, I do. It's been established multiple times. I do. Having reached the Black Shore, you decide to accompany Sir Gilman for a walk among the monolithic stonework. Your conversation soon turns to matters of the rites, which you discuss at length. If what you say is true, Master Reader, then this knight truly has much more to understand. By the time you return to the wagon, you sense he gained a deeper understanding of it all. Oh. Oh. I guess that's where we left off last time. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. So let's I don't think there's anything to check in the wagon, although who knows? There might be. Oh, what's this? What's this? Canvas wings. Oh. Okay, that. What's this? Magma mug. Provides a bit of warmth on cold nights and something at which to nod and stare. Yes. Yes, quite. Yes, quite. Yes. All right. Squeak. Okay. All right, let's continue the journey then. All right, to the nest of Triesta. Let's go to Horsehead Mountain. A messenger imp with news and rumors from the other side comes huffing toward your wagon here in the dense foliage of Black Basin. We try. You let it in and offer in some light refreshment as Ruki would have done. The imp's message turns out to be about him. Oh, okay. You learn Ruki's past transgressions have all been forgiven since his return to the Commonwealth. He was even offered a well-appointed home and place of business. It must have represented just the kind of lavish lifestyle that Ruki always claimed to have had for himself and his extended family. Eventually, and somewhat reluctantly, however, he refused the gifts. Instead, he tracked down Volfred's agents and gave them ample information, thus emboldening their ranks. The last bit of the message sounds as though it's transcribed word for word from something Ruki said. It simply reads, "The rest of you better get back here soon or else." You thank the messenger M for the report. Soon it has all your companions talking. Hard to believe he would have turned down living in that kind of luxury, though maybe he got used to it out here. The days aren't quite so bright without him, though it sounds like he's doing well out there. Hariki? Tizo was happy to learn that Ruki joined the revolution in the Commonwealth. Don't you think he must be sad to have turned down a house? I hope he isn't sad. It seems that Greentail had himself a conscience after all. Ah, the noble Ruki! He sets a shining example unto us all. Wow, everybody's actually going to say something. The news of Ruki's liberation fills you and your fellow exiles with newfound resolve and determination. The messenger imp accepts some scraps to eat from you and rushes off. Your companions gained +1 determination for the next rite. Alright. Okay, we got to okay, we got some pages we can read. Where are pages? New pages. Oh, there's actually a new page in chapter 1 here. Dang, okay. The scribe's deeds and the words of Goal. I wish to be remembered not for boastfulness. Thus I refrained from detailing our exploits across the land. Safe to say that they were numerous. Know that only through our combined strength of arms and wit did we withstand this savage land. Such were the monstrous dangers that it posed. I came to see that all the terrors which I heard at bedside in my youth were based entirely in fact. So great they were, they blotted out the sky. Such was the evil that we vanquished, that the remnants of it yet shine under the stars. And in the end, it was the stars which guided us toward our truest calling. Okay. And then the nest of Triesta, in the words of Lou. The ashen effigy of the nightmare titan Zilvius Horse-Headed looms as dark as ever on the precipices of Black Basin, where her chaotic influence sundered the land itself until it wept with fire. The very instant that our graceful friend Triesta Tithys finally laid to rest the greater titan with the power of the holy scepter of the empire, the stars shone down upon us all with blinding light. Triesta thought that she could bear her children in the warmth there, but alas. Okay. Now the stars revisit that locale with regularity. The fissures in the rock do pose more danger than one ought to invite, but a summons to the nest is to be honored. Okay. Is that it? That, I believe is it. Alright, nothing else to do, I suppose. We gotta go visit our friend. Oh, hey guys, let me tell you something real quick. Now, I happen to have heard that Mr. Greentail, he's moved on or something like that, right? Why do you sound so labored? I didn't realize I did. I'm sorry. I will try to sound less labored. Well, I just want you to know he was one of my favorite customers, and because of that, I'm giving you the same great deals, okay? Thanks, bud. Thanks. Burning Promise. After dousing the adversary's pyre, the bearer earns a reward. Okay. And big monies. You know what? We're selling this. I can't believe we're selling it for only 80, but sure. Lunar Glass. Sunken Shadow is pretty good. I mean, we'll lose like all our money if we do one of these. But I think we'll do this. That's fine. Wait, no. Do game. Thank you. Okay. We can't afford this, right? No. Okay. I guess we can go ahead and decide who we want in our party next. Who should we do? Jody doesn't have any inspiration. But Kay does. So we could do like Kay, Tizo, Hamatha? I want to do Kay, Tizo, Hamatha. What does Tizo have? That's not bad. What do you have? Oh, you have the good thing. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And then Pamatha has just +4 quickness. Is that better than this? Yeah, +4 quickness is really good. Yeah. All right. So we're not even gonna use this. That's fine. It's fine. Pleasure was all mine and Dad's. You guys. All right. A new page got unlocked. Yes. Downside travels. In the words of Jomir, you cannot survive the downside if you cannot get around. Howlers shall descend on you, or tempests shall shear you to pieces. That is just the way of it. Traveling through the environs is no simple feat. Consider yourself blessed if you are born a cur. If not, however, you shall have to find a means to cross these lands without the benefit of 4 strong paws. Luce Glorian believes this untamed land can be traversed through means unnatural. I thought at first that he meant sorcery, but he suggests invention. He speculates that carriages could cross this land by harnessing its fury. A wild thought. In my case, my paws shall suffice. Okay. All right. All right, everything is set for the rite to commence, and all is quiet amid the stifling vapors at the nest of Triesta. All there is left to do is wait for nightfall to set it. You observe Sir Gilman sliding back and forth. You sense something is weighing on his mind. This night is not a night at all. This knight betrayed his former commander, abandoned his brethren of the Sea Dominion. But what is knighthood even? What is knighthood even if it means having to follow such a craven as that Sir Deluge? Cease this nonsense, Gilman. Focus on the right. Focus on the right. Focus on the right. He notices you finally. Oh, Master Reader, this knight did not see you there just now. Such was his preoccupation with the task at hand. Know that this knight stands prepared. He has no misgivings whatsoever when it comes to battling his ex-triumvirate. Please consider letting this knight participate, for he has honor to restore. Do we have to? Then a glimmering within the sky draws you and his attention. It's morphed into Scottish. I don't know what this voice is at this point.
You exiles of the Nightwings.
I really
you are
don't.
Turned once more unto the nest of Triesta. Your adversaries in the rites this eve shall be the Pyre Hearts.
All right.
Whose ever pyre yet burns ere the break of dawn shall surge forward on the path to glory.
Okie dokie.
Now, prepare yourselves.
Gilman, still not abandon your new friends like all your other duties and responsibilities? Sir Deluge wrestles with his mask for a time. This night is most surprised that you have the courage to even to show yourself. You speak of courage, Sir Deluge, but this knight has little else to say to the likes of you. That figures, Gilman. You're not a knight at all. You're a teensy minnow swimming in a sea of minnows many, many times your size, and with much more honor too. Oh. Then something comes over Sir Gilman, but just as soon it fades. Sir Gilman slinks away. Disgraceful! You Nightwings, you're stupid to have taken that one in, and you were no good at the rites. And another thing, we do not fear you. All right.
Who shall conduct this rite?
So, who do we pick? I guess. So I said Kay, Tizo, and Hamatha, right? What do you guys have? It's 3 of you dudes. Oh wow, I didn't realize you guys. Oh no, yes I did. I did realize that. Oh, okay. We found that out last time. What do you have? The bear is banished. An ensuing blast can banish adversaries in a radius. Interesting. You just have big speed. You don't have anything. Okay. Oh, do you all have this? Okay, that's obnoxious. Okay. Okay. Don't one of my dudes have this? Yeah, we're just gonna run these chairs. We need to get K to level 4, but actually, so K actually has to get in here.
Carias?
All right.
Got it.
And then just do headwind. Yeah, let's just do headwind.
Headwind.
Garasta.
Now.
All right, Sir Gilman, let's see what your old friends can do. Come, the Nightwings, show this knight how you defend the honor of that miserable minnow whom you harbor and guard. Okay.
Begin.
Oh, okay.
Quite an exchange.
Okay.
Ooh.
Get in there.
In
Nice.
honor of the scribes.
Okay.
Quite the close call there, no?
Oh. Oh, that's so car. He jumped right over it.
Oh, boo.
All right.
You left yourselves wide open.
Okay.
That one almost got through.
All right.
Their
Cool.
flame has died a little. It was dangerously close. A blow against the adversary.
Yeah, that right there is literally why K's power is like legit broken if we end up getting it.
Your pious.
Because like if she can just run around with no another most inglorious defeat is imminent. This knight can feel it in his bone.
Definitely thwarted the drive. Righteous fire.
All right, one more.
Your victory's at hand. Both banished.
Oh,
'Tis what the scribes ordain.
all right.
Ouch. Oh, so close. A braver than expected act from
Oh,
the
okay.
deluge. There it is.
Okay.
What happened there?
There we go.
It is done.
All right.
The Nightwings prevail. Perhaps a stroke of fortune ought to be thanked.
Nope. It was actually random that it didn't end a lot sooner.
Done.
Okay. Curse you, Gilman! You were a fool to abandon us, and now you only twist the dagger in our backs. You still do not seem to understand, Sir Deluge. This knight is no longer beholden to the likes of you. This knight is bound only toward the path of enlightenment. Your words ring false. You are unfit to lead. Shut up. You know exactly what you are, Gilman. You call this knight a craven, yet your courage is a mere facade. And everybody knows, this knight shall see to it. Sir Gilman does not respond, although you sense the words of Sir Deluge get to him.
There is much to learn from
All right.
this experience.
Good job, Hedwin. Kay. Yay, Kay.
Closer to the scribe.
I feel so overwhelmed. I think because the scribes, I think they speak to me and lift me up whenever I begin to think I'm going to fall. Yeah, so while grasping the orb, Kay sprints and jumps without using stamina. That seems broken. Soup's broken. Alright.
If only wings could speed us on toward greater.
All in all, having to unlearn everything I've learned is going somewhat faster than expected. Alright. What were we gonna do? Yeah, we'll do that. Oh yeah, +4 to everything. That's really good. All right, you're still a little ways away though from that. All right.
Until the next run.
Yep, until the next ride. Oh yeah, we can check the planner. See how that's going. All right, having overcame the Pyre Hearts despite their best attempts to stop you, you find yourself back in the wagon, recovering from the night's ordeal with your companions. Everyone seems rather exhausted. You feel it yourself. The lone minstrel pulls you aside to discuss some of the particulars of the rite's outcome. You find yourself having difficulty following. You feel weary from all the recent travels. But I digress, reader. It is no matter anyhow. Though I was just about to step outside if you would care to join me. You follow him outside. Perhaps the night air shall do you some good, and everyone is likely wondering where the stars shall take you next. It is weird how they keep having to like invent a reason for you to go outside the wagon. All right. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So we can either go to face them. Them. Let's go to Jomir. Alright. Your next adversaries are to be the accusers, led by one called Lendl, whom I believe you first met many moons ago. His is a tale I hope shall be forgotten. He then tells you what he knows of your next adversary. Lendl the Liar, the first adversary you confronted in the rites, not long after you took your first steps on the path to freedom. A former constable of the Commonwealth, he gained a reputation for his strict and brutal manner. By any means, he always caught the crook. Once he arrested a civilian who hated him on suspicion of theft of Commonwealth artifacts that had gone missing. Lendl discovered the artifacts himself in the civilian's home. The suspect soon was exiled. Still, he denied the charges even as they cast him downriver. The case was investigated further, though too late. Suspicions turned to Lendl. It turned out he planted the damning evidence himself, so he was exiled in turn. In the downside, he soon became acquainted with the rites, having heard of all of this from several people in high places. He asserted himself as the de facto leader of the accusers. They bent to his aggressive nature and prevailed many times under his watch. Yet each time his chance at liberty arose, the Nightwings either defeated him or simply did not show. At any rate, Lendl shall be looking forward to our arrival, I expect. We may resume our journey come daybreak, but in the meantime, I would advise taking what rest you can. You bid the lone minstrel a good evening. At dawn, you shall take flight again. Alright. And a page. Yo, what up, dude? Sir Gilman is in a contemplative mood. He has been rather quiet, at least more than usual, ever since his confrontation with Sir Deluge. He notices you there and slides forth in a solemn manner. This night, he knows what he shall do when all of this is over, Master Reader. We Worm Knights, we are all born and raised to prove ourselves superior to all the other billions of our kind, to lead our lives, however short, with glory. From the moment we shove past our wormling brethren in their egg sacs, to the very end, we are conditioned to excel, to prevail at all costs. This relentless pursuit of glory, of fame, of self-worth, it leads most of this knight's kind down only to an early doom, or in the case of Sir Deluge, it leads to a life of falsehood. A life of low deceit, abusing one's fellow worm knights, shirking one's responsibilities, living in constant fear. This knight cannot abide his former commander, yet pities him. There must be more to honor than to lead a life engulfed in endless conflict. Then he looks at you intently. This knight shall ever seek that honor out when all this is ended, Master Reader. Thus he vows to you, and he is ever grateful that your guidance led him to this new awakening. But until such time, this knight is duty-bound unto the Nightwings. This, the fulfillment of our plan and our pursuit of freedom, is to be his final quest. For what awaits him afterward is no mere quest. The honor that this knight has sought, it cannot be fully achieved through knighthood, can it? It requires something more. Temporalis. I trust you understand. He slithers off, his head held high, though not merely in pride. Something has changed in him. Ooh, +2 presence permanently. Wish him well. Alright, Book of Rites. What's the next page? The Pyre Hearts. In the words of Ha'u. Pyre Hearts all follow in the path forged by the Under King Orez, whose many mighty deeds exceed the small stature that somehow contained him. He is the most spirited triumvirate, their courage, his is the most spirited triumvirate, their courage unfaltering, their hearts full. They live always with vigor, and perhaps they die with it as well. They are the Under King's own kind, as at home above the sea as in it, never ceasing, ever longing, as they do, for something more. The Under King chose wisely for these qualities, and teaches that a life devoid of passion is a life devoid of life itself. That burning passion is the fuel that drives the Pyre Hearts, and in turn, us all. Talking about passion. Passion, lads. Alright. But alright. So yeah. Yeah, Headwind. Headwind's looking pretty good. Jadariel is looking good. Okay, is looking good, and now we have her ultra power. Tizo needs to get some leveling up. So do you. We got Pamitha up to level 3, which is good. Okay. Alright, continue the journey. Ugh. Take off. Alright, anything around here? Alright. There's one of the... Oh, somebody's taking off. Oh no. Don't want to run into them. Oh no, someone else is taking off. Oh gosh, this is a busy place. Very busy, very busy. Hey, is everybody going down? Oh my gosh, everyone's around here. Yo, are we all just going to the same place? What's happening here? What's happening? All right, so we can land in Fall Flat. Headwind suspects that you might find some peace here from many hard days of travel, or Blue Hive. Hey. Sisters, we are under attack. Hold, no, we are merely being mocked by none other than the Night Wings. Mock us all you wish, then, wastrels of the Commonwealth. The sight of you in that utterly outlandish wagon, your mere existence is an affront to the act of flight. Would that my sisters and I could soar tireless and free as once we did, but nay, we must resort to such ignoble means of travel such as you. Now, stay away from us, lest our vengeance should extend beyond your Commonwealth and become much more personal in nature. Alright. I'm going to land here in full flight. Alright. You touch down in the heart of Jomir Valley, where you face the fate and the dissidents. Oh, we faced two things here? You briefly wonder where they might be now and how they fare. You now have a little time before having to set forth by land. The Beyonder Crystal. Yay, Beyonder Crystal. First, book stuff. Jomir Valley. In the words of Moulton, the downside prairie first appears serene. It is not. The soil there accommodates only the region's brutish native vines and overbrush. The most likely food sources proved poisonous. Thus we journeyed further north. The climate there grew fouler to my senses, though the Kur Jomir found it amenable. The sprawling valley, packed with long, evaporated lakes, gives evidence to the monstrosities which roam this land. We found the region's western edge to be more pleasant on the whole. Therein we found sources of fresh water, whereas over to the east, we found the edge of the land's most hideous decay. Okay. Alright. Orb! What brings you to me this time, my dear reader? Request. Scribe trial. You need not ask me twice. Simply verify who gon' be doing it. Alright. Hamatha. You ask Sandra to administer one of her special trials for Pamatha. Oh, you mean that feisty harp? She may yet be taught some manners, I should think. I shall attempt to bring her down to size. Let us bring her forth. Soon, Pamatha arrives in heat of the summons. You called for me, reader, darling. Ah, it's that crystal. Then, let's hash it out. I'm ready. How do you know what's gonna happen? You don't know! You don't know our lives! This over here, though. The apparition Sandra appears and unfastens her mask. Listen well, Harp. You answer to me here. Ooh, a bossy one. Sure then. Go on and tell me more. Such a delightful student for a change. Come, then, let us see what you can do, left to your own devices, save for your reader's vigilance, of course. Let's show her what she wants to see then, reader darling. Oh. Okay. All right. Oh, that was... Oh, it actually was a triple. Darn it. Oh, that sucks. There we go. No! Oh, I hate how sometimes the controls are just like slightly awkward. Like that was absolutely one we could have done. There we go. All right. Oh, we're a little early on that one. Okay. No! No! That sucks, man. Oh, Oh, it sucks so bad. Wait, what? She got me? That seems incorrect. Wait, what? Okay. Alright, I guess we're gonna try that again. Yes. Cool. I do like that you can just go right back into it. Although, I don't know why it has to like reload. Alright, whatever. Alright, let's try that again. Sandra is sassy. Both of these characters are very sassy. They are sassy Molassie. Sassiness personified. Darn. Alright. There we go. Alright, this time this one is going significantly better. Alright. There we go. Significantly better. She's really tough. Or not she's really tough, she's just so much different from everybody else. There now. Is everybody happy? Oh, happy as can be, my doubtless petty harp. So good of you to ask. On top of that, your performance was sufficient and you passed my test. You have my congratulations both to you and to your lovely reader. Now, be gone from here before I have second thoughts. Sassy. All right. So what do we get? Oh, Zephyr, welcome in. Announcing his presence with authority. With a black cherry Zevia. So, salute, and hope you had a good Monday. My, that Sandra sure could use a massage or something. So angry, isn't she? Say, what's that you have there, darling? Cheers. Triesta's plume. While flying, after dousing the adversary's pyre, Pamatha may instantly return and deals +3. It's a pretty good item. It's a pretty good item. All right. Oh, there's something up here. Excuse me. The so-called singing is the sound of countless screeching wheel mites. Oh. Well, okay then. Let's see. So Pammy, switch that out for you. Although you do lose like a decent amount of quickness, we can get that back once you get to the next level. That's really good though. All right, we can look at the map. Not the map. The ledger. Hey, 30% success. My agents recently sent word of Ruki, who is well and already taken steps in support of our plan. May the others follow suit ere long. All right. So let's see. Okay. All right then. Let's relax for the mo. Hedwyn gathers everyone together in a quiet spot he found, somewhere in the barren wastes of Fall Flat. The expression on his face soon softens. We've been pushing ourselves now for a while. Everyone, we're taking the night off. Set aside your troubles and concerns as best you can. They'll be there waiting for us in the morning. As for me, dinner's almost ready. Scree hee hee hee. Tizo seems to be enjoying himself already. I shall secure the area. Oh, can we maybe have some food then, do you think? In time, everyone takes Headwind's request to heart, each in their own way. It proves a pleasant evening and the group's spirits are lifted to some extent, especially once dinner is served. +2 hope, yay! Yay, +2 hope. Everybody +2 hope. Nice, okay. Jody, what's up? You find Jadariel seemingly deep in thought. You consider whether even to bother her. Your presence is not unwelcome, reader. Remain a moment, please. She stares at you for some time. Today marks the beginning of my 16th year in exile. You look back at her and remain silent. You sense that all she wants from you right now is for you to listen. Yeah, that's fine. You can do that. I have kept count. Put notches in this breastplate of mine for each passing day. Notice how much it is frayed. 16 years, reader. The orphans whom I fostered would be long since full grown. Some of them are likely gone. Many of them spoke of how they longed to one day serve with me on the blood border. Sometimes I cannot help but wonder, if I still were captain, could I have protected them? Could I have made a difference? I think not. The Commonwealth and the High Wing remnants, they have fought eternally. Those such as I have come and gone throughout the age. I catch myself feeling pity for my years, but then, had I remained there on the blood border, it is unlikely I would have lived to see this day. She looks at you again. Do you know why they cast me down? I was a decorated captain. They said I was the best. She closes her eyes a moment before she continues. One day, it was a standard patrol, but I ran across a pack of harp fledglings, fully armed and preparing for a strike, but all on their own. They were nothing for my regiment. We had snared them all and took them in, a considerable prize. They were not yet conditioned and could be made to talk. When the order came down that they were to be executed, I could not bring myself. The Commonwealth, priding itself on mercy, committing such acts, through one such as me, it was unconscionable. So I thought, then, at least, in my younger years, I let the damned birds go. Made no claims to the contrary, turned myself in. I was cast down the following week, 16 years ago. Thus, my enemies had the last laugh in that exchange. If I were faced with the same choice again, today, I do not know for certain that I would have chosen just the same. Now then, I shall go and mark this occasion as I have always done. Be well, reader. Oh boy. She heads out of the wagon alone. Well then. Well then. Insubordination! Insubordination! Voice. Alright. Alright, we'll leave that there for now. Alright, so I think that's it for here. Continue the journey. To the spring of Jomir. We did not travel very far. We literally went about 5 feet. En route to the spring of Jomir, the wagon comes to a sudden halt. That does it. I am leaving.
Eh?
The cause of Jadariel's outburst soon becomes apparent.
Baresta legaramis.
Well, reader darling, at least some of us know how to take a joke, wouldn't you say? Look, she was reminiscing once again about her soldier days, and I just happened to point out... I may have suggested the fiery destruction of the Spiral Sanctum happened on her former unit's watch.
Kirsetare?
I mean, didn't it? Not that she would have made much of a difference had she been there herself. She ought to thank the saint that she was spared by her exile here. Robotics season starting this week. Nice. Schedule's easing up. Double noise. I thought she held no love for your commonwealth. I shall never understand what it is your people ever saw in that dreadful place. But I guess I hit a sore spot. I should probably apologize. Yeah, you should. She's our tank. Go talk to her. She swoops off. There is no sign of either one of them. You organize a small search. It proves fruitless. But then, Jadariel returns alone, as if nothing happened. She is back to her calm self. Let us continue. I regret the interruption. Famotha soon comes back as well. Oh, don't you worry, darling. I have definitely patched things up between us. Honest. At least, I think perhaps I didn't make things worse. She returns to her business in the wagon. You make ready to resume your travels, but make a note to follow up with them. Follow up with Easy Leads. Noted. Alright. Stuff in the wagon. Pages to read. Alright. The Freedom Pact. In the words of Goal, we rid the land of an impending doom, but faced another of its kind, for we knew that we were trapped. Yet for each danger which we faced, for every failed ambush by Ark, we met with gentle souls and kindred spirits on the downside, who deserved more than to fade from memory within this land. It was then the stars themselves showed us the way, delineating a great voyage across the sea. Near broken we became, but then, at last, a moonlit vision, that of the rights. Thus shall they say of us, the eighth scribes gave their freedom so that we may yet have ours. I didn't ask you to do that. The spring of Jomir. I oftentimes think the carapace of the hive titan Myelanthius shall be an everlasting blemish on an almost splendid bit of land, but Jomir and his brashness felled the monster with a certain flare. Then the moon shone through the ridges of the massive carapace and shined upon the pooling ichor, turning it into the freshest nectar ever to be tasted. That's gross. The spring shall flow eternally, and those who walk within it shall experience the resplendent glory of the land. The stars begin to fall there in the spring with regularity, and we now know how soon again that they shall do so, and we wish for you to see it yourself. That's gross. Okay. Alright, I guess we go. Do we? No. Oh, hey guys, look, I got something here I think which maybe you would like. He shows you several bottles of multicolored liquids of some sort. Sun serum, +4 hope for 1 right. Star serum, +4 quickness, and moon serum. Yeah, they taste pretty good, I guess. And besides, they can give you just the little lift you need. Know what I mean? You get thirsty for them, don't even worry. I can get more soon. Okay. Don't have a lot of money. Can't really do more. You could buy literally one of these. No, I'm good. It's the way it goes sometimes, Dad. Alright. Here among the dusty wastes of the spring of Jomir, you await the signal of the stars. There is no sign yet of your expected adversaries, the accusers. Then the little imp Tizo flutters up to you. Tizo cautions you that he has some history with your next adversary, Lendl. Oh, Ha! Tizo seems to be indicating that Lendl has a personal vendetta against him. How dare he? But before you can explain anything further, the stars begin to call you. Hello? Hello, yes, the stars? Yes, hello, hello, yes, yes, yes. Oh, wrong one. Something else catches your notice in the sky this time. A strange new star is shimmering about the ones you recognize.
Carithus.
The greater titans have returned. These are the greater ones, not the lesser ones. Some of them, and merely in spirit, not in form, but those dark stars are a portentous sign. Though they may light your way, beware the path which they illuminate, reader. Henceforth, you may invite the influence of the Titan stars, omens of the night sky, each representing one of the downside's mythical monstrosities. Use the Titan stars for a greater challenge.
Behold, the Titan stars.
Oh, I can move around. At the start of this right, your pyre shall automatically suffer damage. Your adversary shall have +8 hope, making them return sooner after banishment. That's a lot of hope. Your adversary shall be more cunning and much quicker to react. Yeah, you know what? I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good, game. How about I don't activate Titan stars?
The Titan stars. Burning remnants of monstrosities felled by the scribes themselves. Who could stand against them in their fury?
Not me.
You are wise to have resisted their seductions, reader.
Thanks, ominous voice.
Best focus on your adversaries, keen as they are to confront you once again. Put out their pyre first, and show them the glory of the Night Wings.
Okie dokie.
Now then, make ready for the rite.
Okay. Your companions are assembled and ready for the rites to commence. However, there is still no sign of your adversaries, the accusers. The little imp Tizo screeches something, cautioning you all to stay alert. But then someone leaps from the shadows. He grabs at his mask. Aha! Caught out, you miserable beast. I knew it. After all this time, I knew that you were still among their ranks. Brock. Tizo was angry to have been stumbled into an apparent trap laid for him by Lendl. Silence, fiend. You robbed me of my freedom, my dignity. Your evil shall be ended here and now. And you, Nightwings, shall not deny me thus again. Come then, my accusers, for we face against none other than the spawn of the accursed imp, Harub the Swallow. Let us show him now that he is a disgrace. No. No, he's not. Tizo whistles something angry back at him. Whatever transpired between him and Lendl in the past, Lendl evidently has not let it go. Well, that's on Lendl.
Now, let us get started.
Okay. I think we should do Jody.
Jodariel.
Should probably use K now that she has her uber power.
Chiru-sama?
And do we want to use Tizo or... Yeah, let's use Tizo. What do you have? All right.
Tizo. Very well.
Pre-Keyhawk. Tizo hoped never to have to see Lendl again, but is prepared to face him. Nightwings, the wicked fiend you serve as an affront. He denied my rightful freedom in my moment of triumph. I shall never forgive him or any of you. Okay.
Commence. Somebody get the orb. Already
Good job,
does
Tizo.
your adversary's flame begin to flicker. Poor Lendl.
This is broken. This is broken. Hold still, you misbegotten little pox. We are not finished with you yet. She has infinite stamina now if she's holding the ball. It's actually broken. I thought it was broken, and now having done it literally one time, I can confirm, yeah, it's broken. That I think this ability kind of breaks the game. I mean, I guess now she's not here, but Tizo utters at Lendl a slew of the absolute worst imp profanity. Tizo, this is a family-friendly stream. If you want to do that kind of thing, you have to get into Twitch chat. You can't be doing this in game. No. You can't make me read that. It's only broken because the AI can't aim for it. No. Your curses could not possibly affect me any further, you foul spawn, for you have taken everything from me already. But if I am to be trapped in this forsaken hole with you for the remainder of my days, then I shall see to it yours shall be as doleful as my own.
That Lendl certainly enjoys a rousing speech. They'll talk.
Oh, that was dumb.
Nothing in the rights.
Oh, I thought we stopped
To
it.
the scribes.
Okay. Oh, wait, what am I doing?
Ah, yes.
Yeah, if she gets the orb, it almost feels like a free point.
The orb, take it.
Ooh, I thought I... Got it.
Solution.
Good job, Tease. Good job, Teezo. Teezo T.
Now go. K threw it in.
Good job, Kay. So yeah, you get less points if you throw it in, but you also don't get banished. We
K.
literally running circles around them.
A second wind.
Ooh. Wait, why didn't that guy die?
Unscathed.
Oh! Oh, Jody, that was so close. Ah, darn.
All 3 Nightwings, poof. Now, take it! The orb hath left your clutches. One triumvirate stands unopposed.
Go, Tizo! No! Oh, this is so dumb.
To each his own.
Got it.
Verily,
Okay. One more score and we win. One more score and we win.
blame remains.
Oh, that was so close.
Tough luck, Nightwings. Be gone.
Did it?
And it is done.
There we go.
The Nightwings prevail.
Dario clears the path.
They
Kay literally just runs everywhere.
utterly.
God, that ability is broken.
Thus end this night's proceedings.
Scree-hee-ha. Tizo is very pleased that you prevailed, but wishes to make a quick exit at this time. Blast! Where did he go? Where did he go? That infernal imp. It is a monster in disguise, a fiend, come forth to torment me until the day I die. Maybe you shouldn't have lied, Lendl. Lendl storms off in a fit of anger. Tizo reappears once the coast is clear and expresses his gratitude again. What Lendl said before, if Tizo is truly a descendant of Haub the Swallow, then he has quite the legacy to live up to.
The right do tend to teach something of trust.
Yay, Tizo levels up.
The imp Tizo appears to have a
Proc cree cree.
depth of knowledge.
Tizo just had a flash of inspiration about his role in the Rites and as part of the Nightwings. Okay.
Until the stars align.
Sure. Now what? Back the wagon after triumphing over the accusers with great prowess. You were about to join the others discussing the outcome when Volfred finds you. We haven't talked to you in a while. Good work back there, my girl. Though I'm afraid I must pull you away from any revelry, for there is something you should see. Please, join me outside. Is it the stars? Do I need to go look at the stars? Is that what we're doing here? Look forth. The golden star reveals itself to us once more. Oh, okay. Indeed, somewhere deep in the infinite dark, a single star shines brighter than the rest. The path to freedom reveals itself again. All right. Cool. Hey, look, we're up to 32%. Okay. The rights are calling you again to the fall of Soliam, where one among you may go free should you prevail. It is as we discussed. The cycle of the rights is beginning to turn more quickly. Perhaps the scribes themselves have taken notice. Fortunately, having more frequent opportunities to free ourselves is not unwelcome to our plan. I suppose it's good for everyone, including the Essence, who will oppose us next. Getting to Mount Elodial ought to be a little easier than before, at least. We should be able to make landing near to some of the old monuments to the scribes. Let's set forth at dawn. Soon everyone is off to rest as best as they are able, knowing that another chance at liberty for one of them shall soon present itself. What's up, Tizo? Tizo has seemed somewhat less cheerful since his run-in with Lendl and the accusers. He approaches you, wanting for you to hear him out. Sure. Rahum. Tizo seems unhappy about something Lendl said to him. Priha. Tizo understands full well why Lendl is angry with him. Skrahik. While Tizo does not like Lendl as a person, he recognizes nonetheless that he denied his freedom. Prium. It was a liberation rite. He did what he felt necessary. He wanted to help his friend go free. Skrahik. Nonetheless, he still feels a certain guilt and regrets that the rites forces exiles into such situations. He falls silent for a while. Whether the 8 scribes ever intended for imps such as he to participate in the rites firsthand is difficult to know for certain. Then, Skrahik. Tizo is grateful to you for listening. He knows the scribes created the rites with good intentions. Skriak. He promises to keep doing his best to live up to the legacy of the scribes. He bounds up into the rafters with some of the other drive imps. Regardless of whether he truly is a descendant of Haub the Swallow, surely the scribes would have been proud of him. Okay. Book. The Accusers, in the words of Haub. The Accusers formed under Golanthian. He is a big man. He values justice, loyalty, steadfastness. Golanthian, he says that the Accusers take their name from one of the most accomplished legions from his former military days. All among them, in fact, served the Master General at one time. They represent the stoutest-hearted people of the Empire, who held true to Myrrh and Golanthian to the end. The golden colors of their raiments are reminiscent of their old shining armor, is his claim. Ever shall they seek out those with the truest spirit and the strongest sense of purpose to replenish their ranks. Alright. Alright, let's continue the journey. Take off. Isn't there a circle thingy to look at? No, am I crazy? I might be crazy. Alright, let's just go north. Over here. No. Alright. Nothing over here. Alright, are those the places we should go? Yeah, I guess. Alright. So Emperor's Fall. Or Emperor's Ascent. So do we buff Jody or do we buff Headwind? Let's buff Headwind. Mount Elodial. You make landing on the sacred Mount Elodial, upon whose summit the next liberation rite shall soon take place. You wonder who among you may regain his or her freedom this time. Volford finds you after the post-flight inspection. We shall have to take the rest of the trip to Fall of Solium by land. May we soon liberate another row there. That should raise the chances that our plan shall ultimately succeed. Alright. Beyond your crystal seeks Tizo. Right. You bring me brief reprieve from solitude. What seek you in exchange? Let's do it. Very well, Let us consider who among these idiots is worth my limitless time. there's even only one you have left to do. You ask Sandra to administer one of her special trials for Tizo. I dare think I remember something of that, imp. He certainly stood out from all his ilk, although that really is not saying much. Well, let us bring him forth. Tizo soon appears in heat of the summons. Creaky. Tizo seems to be prepared for whatever lies ahead. Alright. What you gotta do, Tizo? The apparition Sandra appears and unfastens her mask. Listen well, imp. You answer to me here. Krihak? Tizo indicates his understanding and is prepared to begin Sandra's trial. You know the formalities, of course. Show me, then, what you have learned thus far about the rites. Here, in this trial, it shall be just you, my Beyonders, and your lovely reader. Let us now see how you fare. Oops. Okay. Oops. Alright, this isn't going well so far, but that's fine. Tizo also, I feel, is also kind of difficult when he's on his own, especially when he's on his own. Oh. Cool. We got that one, though. You guys are passing it so quickly. We need two more. Two more T's. Oh, I should probably grab the ball. All right, one more tease. One more tease. Oh. Oops. Go. Dang it. Oops, I meant to throw it, and I pushed the wrong button. Oh, darn. Cannot, like, finish this once we save her, apparently. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yay, there we go. Finally got it. There we go. Good job, Tizo. Good job, bud. Cree. Tizo is excited to have completed Sandra's challenge and awaits her approval. A worthwhile effort, Imp. Your performance was sufficient and you passed my test. Your predecessor may well have approved. Thus, congratulations are in order to you and to your lovely reader. Now, farewell. All right. So yeah, I think the only one left is Sir Gilman. I think is the only one left we have to do. Creak! Tizo is happy to be back and wonders what it is that Sandra granted you. Let's see. You take a look at the new artifact in your possession. Ha'ub's Wing. Tizo's Flutter and Zip abilities cost less stamina than usual. 35%. Yes, anything to lower stamina costs. Or negate them entirely, as the case may be. Cool. Okay. Oh, whoops. You want to talk, don't you? You find Pamitha in the midst of a heated conversation. All I'm saying is, we're limiting not only our chances individually, but all your friends' chances as well. Jadariel seems to be considering whatever it is that Pamitha proposed. Reader, the Harpier is suggesting that perhaps it would be best if I were to form an alliance with the ones whom I fought for the better part of my life. Just with me, Jadariel. I cannot vouch for anybody else. How utterly absurd. If we were in the Commonwealth, I would not have stayed my hand against her. That I can say for certain. However, as Hedwyn would say, what happened back there, perhaps none of that matters anymore. And what matters more is what we do from here. That is to say, I am willing to give it a shot. You mean you would be willing to conduct the rites with me? Yes. Excellent. I knew that you would come around. Thought she'd never come around, but I ought to give her the benefit of the doubt here. I'm grateful for your open-mindedness. No need to let old enmities between our ancestors ruin things between us, or the others in our little party for that matter. After all, do not push it with me, Harp. We shall see if the reader here is thus inclined to Paris in the coming rites. I am willing to defer to her. Anyway, you see, I think I managed to make amends there. Doubtless we'll get on swimmingly in no time. Pamitha and Jadariel are now willing to conduct the rites together. Hooray! Alright. Seek Nomad Scrapsaver. Later that day, you accompany Hedwyn into the solemn beauty of Emperor's Fall, where a monument to Gol awaits you. Perhaps due to the nature of this place, you begin to sense Hedwyn's inner thoughts as clear as if you were speaking aloud. They've got the right stuff. Heck yeah. We have to prevail. Whether on my behalf or not, I do not care right now. We have to prevail for everyone's sake. Please help us do this. Help us. Soon you and he are finished paying your respects. You return to the wagon in silence, feeling as though Gol has shown you favor. At dawn you shall begin your ascent. For now the solitude here is fit for pursuing your vocations. +2 hope. Let's go. You know what? Let's do study in private. What does this do? You find a relatively quiet clearing to study the Book of Rites with undivided attention, though through greater understanding comes the reader's influence. Focus on which aspect? I see, okay. Always down to be faster. You concentrate on your knowledge of the 8 scribes and how together they compose the Book of Rites among their many feats. Inspiration comes to you in a flash, whether from the book or from within, you cannot tell. You gain the reader's influence celerity. All Nightwings gain +1 quickness. Alright. Alright, so now we can go Temple High Road. I don't think I'm using either one of them in the next one, but it's fine. On the way to the summit, you pass a monument to Under King Auras, and Tizo happens to take notice. You wish for good fortune in the coming rite and in your plan. As for Tizo... Hello again, old friend. I hope the stars are comforting to you. These Nightwings are as strong of a spirit as I have seen. Please, look after them. He says little after paying his respects. However, as you prepare to continue your ascent, you sense that Under King Auras has shown you favor. Tizo gained +3 glory. He doesn't deal that much to begin with, though. That's the only problem. You and your companions gather once more at the Scribe's Gate, where a single narrow trail leads upward toward the summit, past an archway carved of stone. Come this way, please. The minstrel leads you toward the archway, where his counterpart awaits. The exiles of the Nightwings have returned. They have. Greetings, Celeste. She all but ignores him and motions to the rest of you. Now then, each of you in turn, please state your name and what it is that you seek whilst crossing the Scribe's Gate. Please, just do as she says. Everyone steps forth, one after another, much like before. Edwin passes through the gate. Jadariel passes through the gate. Pamitha passes through the gate. Sir Gilman passes through the gate. Tizo passes through the gate. Kay passes through the gate. Volfred passes through the gate. No one is left to go but you. You step forth and declare yourself as you did before. The guardian of Scribe's Gate regards you with a still expression. Then she addresses all of you in her formal manner. The 8 scribes bid the Nightwings welcome. Go forth with glory. The lone minstrel glances at the gate guardian. You have our gratitude, Celeste. But she pays him no heed. All right. Again, you gain the top of Mount Elodial, from which the downside sprawls before you. You wonder whether one among you shall soon follow Ruki from this place. Alright. Book of Rites. The Fall of Soliam. In the words of Lu, from the top of Mount Elodial, the downside may be seen in its entirety, or at least felt, since so much of the land is shrouded. But that is hardly all. Through a wondrous miracle, there lies upon this highest mountain an inverted fall, whose waters crash not toward the sea, but rush toward the heavens. We speculate these are the very waters which delivered us, but now bend backwards, seeking their return, as do we all. In this phenomenon can freedom be achieved, but only for the chosen when the time is right. This is a path to freedom we cannot traverse, but shall leave open for you so that you may strive for it. All right. What's up? You find Hedwin rather lost in thought about something. He looks over as you approach. Oh, hey, my friend. All right, so what's it going to be? He points in the direction of his cooking tins strewn over in the corner of the wagon. One of life's small comforts around here is we get to eat. Not a day goes by that I'm not grateful for it, but there's only so much to choose from, whether here in Mount Elodial or anywhere around, I guess. Anyway, I was just having trouble trying to decide what to cook. Just had fire caps again last night, and those never seem to sit that well with everyone anyway. There's no more glopgill, not that anyone but Tizo ever liked that stuff. And I feel like we've been having gutter crabs every day for months, so I'm not too excited about that. This is where you come in. No consulting books or stars or anything, just you and me, here and now. What am I making? You decide, because I can't. Age-old question. I know there's a lot of serious stuff to think about these days, but so help me, no one's struggling to regain their freedom on an empty stomach. Let's do... I thought it said something else for a second. Let's do silt porridge. You ask that Hedwin prepare another batch of his silt porridge for the group. He eyes you warily as you request this, searching for any trace of irony. Alright, my friend. Never took you for the silt porridge type, but so be it. I guess even after all this time, we still have much to learn about each other. Now, lend me a hand here with this stuff, would you? As you assist Hedwin with preparing the silt porridge, the two of you get to talking about the past. The reality of cooking to the downside has a way of making him nostalgic. Life on the blood border wasn't that much easier than trying to get by down here. The high-wing remnants could swoop in at any time. They were so good at picking the worst possible occasions for us. The time they showed up and I was nowhere to be found, I must have told you about that. He has spoken to you of his past as an outrider once before. Well, either way, I don't think he ever told you much about Fikani. Oh, yeah. I was riding to relay an order when she caught me out in the open. She could have had me, but we just stood there, you know? I'd never seen anything like her. And her voice, she says to me, you ought to be more careful with your life. And I just say, I'm not the type to say such things. It's all I could think of looking at her then, so I just tell her it was worth the risk. So smooth. Anyway, she spared my life, of course, and when we saw Ryder heading toward us, I looked at her, she took hold of me, and we just took off. I didn't want to leave her, and I didn't for a while. He trails off for a while. Soon after I came back, I went off in search of her again. This time, though, the risk I took, a lot of people paid for it. The Harps attacked when no one was there to raise the alarm. A few days later, Edwin the Deserter was sentenced to exile. And now, he's about to cook some silt porridge. Thanks for your help, my friend. I can take it from here. See you shortly. He heads out into the afternoon. You sense he feels more at ease after having spoken with you. Hey, +2 hope. That's a good one. Key, Buff, and Hedwin. No. I'm looking here. Nice. Yeah, okay. Anything in the shop. Hey, guys, you know, it gets awful cold up here, sometimes waiting for customers, so come on in, okay? And get luck in that big battle thing you got. That's where you're going, isn't it? I heard it's gonna be exciting from my friends. All right. Your bearer banishes an adversary by aura casting. An aura burst may occur. All right, we can buy this. So we can upgrade something. That's pretty good. That's really good. Oh, wait. That doesn't change anything. So yeah, Tizo, you get this. See you guys again sometime soon, maybe. Okay, because I gotta say, you're my favorite customers I had all week. Yeah, okay, maybe. All right. The time has come for your second liberation rite to commence. You observe the lone minstrel and Volfred speaking in hushed tones, but cannot sense the topic or the tone. Then Volfred looks up at you. I trust that you are feeling as prepared as possible, my girl. Each rite is consequential to our journey in its own respect, though these liberation rites have a more immediate effect. It's somewhat crass, however. I've gone and estimated by how much each of our companions may contribute to the outcome of our plan, should they be liberated here. Factors such as their previous occupation, innate tendency to lead, and oratory skill contributed to my assessment. It's nothing personal, for we are all in this together. Besides, we all ought to return in time, if possible. Know simply that, for each of us who goes, in so doing, he or she shall raise our total chance of success. Reader, madam, this night you shall confront the Essence. They have already appointed Tamitha to be liberated, should they manage to prevail. We all have faith in you, my girl. And lo, even the stars agree on this account. Cool. Glad the stars agree. Nope. All right.
The Nightwings have returned unto the fall of Solium, at which the scribes first formed their sacred union. At stake this night is freedom and prosperity. But only for one exile who prevails in this liberation rite. Your many adversaries all did strive to earn this opportunity. 'Twas the Essence which earned it. Who shall be absolved is up to all of you.
All right. Pyres burn, and each of the triumvirants is present and prepared. I concur. The pyres burn, and each of the triumvirants is present and prepared. Then, anointed one of the Essence, come forth now and declare yourself, and pay any respects you have unto your adversaries, the Nightwings. Tamitha swoops down from somewhere and unfastens her mask. I am known as Tamitha Thane. I mean to return to my ancestral home and promptly resume my responsibilities as flag tactician of the High Wing remnants. Our long stalemate against the Commonwealth shall soon be ended, should I and several of my sisters manage to rejoin our clan. Then our vengeance shall be swift and thorough. Your quarrel with the country that cast you into exile is beneath the notice of the scribes, Tamitha Thane. Here you shall be judged under the stars. My quarrel with the Commonwealth is all that gave me and my sisters strength enough to reach this point. The scribes ought well take heed of how my people suffer. We are not weaklings anymore, like your Trieste Tithys. We shall not fall in line with flightless fools and their naked attempts to subsume our heritage, our culture. Speak not again thus of the saint, or you shall be expelled, Tamitha Thane. Tamitha scoffs, then turns her attention toward your side. Nightwings, as for you, the fury we shall imminently show is nothing in comparison to their hatred growing for your Commonwealth, in the mountains on the other side. She signals to her sisters to ready themselves. You seek your freedom, but there shall be nothing save for devastation should you manage to return. Okay. Now then, have the Nightwings reached a decision on whose behalf they shall conduct the liberation rite? Reader, I am bound to tell you once more, the first companion whom you choose shall go free this very night, if you prevail. Only the enlightened may be thus anointed. Not all among you may yet be ready. The other two, chosen for the triumvirate, shall lend their aid. Nightwings, make your decision.
Who would you set free?
Okie dokie. Alright, Edwin.
Edwin.
This is my shot to go free, but I can't just leave the rest of you.
Who shall be at his side?
Jody.
Jodariel.
Understood. Let us return him home. And Kay.
Kay.
Oh, I can help. I think I can help. Yeah, you can help, Kay.
The choice is cast.
One final obstacle to overcome ere I can soar again above your commonwealth. Such destruction I shall rain upon it soon. But first, let us dance this final time.
Commence.
Alright. As the liberation rite continues, you sense Pamitha reaching out to you, or perhaps just reaching out to anyone at all. Reader, someone, please. Let her prevail, let her prevail. Please let her prevail here this once. If this thought makes me a traitor, so be it, but please let Pamitha prevail. For she is here wrapped up in all this because of me. Plea trails off and Pamitha remains steadfast, all her attention focused on the liberation rite. And as for Tamitha, prepare yourselves, Nightwings, and as for you, Pamitha, I await the outcome of this night, for it shall soon ensure that I may never have to see your smirking countenance again. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Nice. Oops. Oh wow, we only got 7 points for that. Okay. Nice. There we go. That's some more points. The music got so loud. Oh, did it? Oh, excuse me. Let me turn that down a little bit for you then. There you go. Hark now, my sisters. Damn what the book says. Advance to strike formation. Prevail here against these wretches no matter the cost. In disregard for the ways of rights, Tamitha Thane is ordered her triumphant to push further afield and adopting an even more aggressive stance for the remainder of the ride. Thank you for letting me know. I did not realize it had gotten that loud. Wait, what? What are they doing? Limitless? Hope I pronounced that right. Hi. Welcome in. Hope your Monday's been going well. As good as a Monday can anyway. So welcome in. Not much is up. We are just we are playing some Pyre here. But welcome in. How'd you find us on this Monday evening? Oops, I probably should have jumped there. Oops. Oh, the ball's right here.
Oh. Magnificent.
This is really weird for them to be playing so far up, I guess.
Be gone, Jodariel.
Oh.
From burning flame to ash.
All right.
Well cast.
Oh, that.
Oh.
Nice.
Onward thus to greater glory.
One more. One more.
Once more like that, and we are finished here. Oh.
Run, Kay, run! Oh, it's too easy. It's too easy. She's too broken.
The Nightwings proved their worth.
Too darn broken.
Adversaries they defeated utterly.
Defeated utterly.
Thus ends the liberation rite. And thus the scribes have chosen. The exile appointed by the Nightwings shall be free.
Neato.
Absolved of all misdeeds. Return to glory in the Commonwealth. His adversary and all others shall remain to carry out their rightful sentences.
Thanks, disembodied voice. Appreciate it. Damn you for this, Pamitha. All this because of you. Sorry. We did it. Then I guess that means I have to go. I broke my vow to her that we would all go free together. Nah, it's cool, dude. Reader, my friend, why would you do this? Will you ever forgive me? Yeah, nah, we're cool. We're good, dude. Vakani, wait for me. Wait for me. He remains silent for a moment longer, then. Listen to me, all of you. I will not forget this. Excuse me. If there's anything at all that I can do back on the other side to help the rest of you, then I'm going to find it, and I'm going to do it. At the very least, I will do everything I can to make sure that by the time more of you come join me back at home, that it'll be a better place for all of us. Look, I don't have long now, so just thank you, all of you. I won't forget this. Then he plunges out of sight into the shimmer pool. His voice is audible but growing faint. It's happening. Goodbye, my friends. Reader, everyone goodbye. Until we see each other. Edwin earned back his freedom.
Godspeed, Edwin. The 8 scribes are ever merciful. By their grace, the cycle of the rites may soon commence again.
Thanks, narrator. Hey, but Jadario got a lot of points, so that's cool. So did Kay. Nice, nice.
The 8 scribes gave their freedom.
Well, Pamitha,
so that we
truly
may
did you get the
yet
best
have
of me again.
ours.
Know that your actions put our sisters on the other side in even greater peril. Not that you care, of course. Yet I am certain that they shall someday prevail with or without my aid. Think that I was born to share blood of someone such as you. Yeah. I don't know what you want from me, dude. I had to win. I had to. Sorry. There's more important things at stake. You return to the wagon after having prevailed against the Essence in the Liberation Rite. An important victory. Do you think Hedwyn is already home? You succeeded in liberating Hedwyn, who returned to the Commonwealth in glory. We did what we could. With each liberation rite, we strive to advance our plan. Now at 40%. A brighter future awaits at the end of our path. For now, we must persevere. Speaking of which, reader, I take it you have seen the stars, or I should say, the lack thereof. You have, or did. Once more, the sky is all abyssal darkness, following the liberation rite. No stars illuminate themselves to guide you further on your path. Then, let us go once more to Moonlight Alcove. I've an errand I must run. Besides, once we arrive, will we recover now and make our way southward at first light? Go on your errand. Huh. I thought you went on an errand. Oh, it's in the book. The Essence. The winged members of the Essence, each chosen by the matriarch Triesta Tithys, are living exemplars of liberty and piety. Would that my wings could be thus. Once you, of course, must know, we all had wings. It is said the people of the Empire relinquished theirs, drawn in by earthly matters as they were. But the harps, such as Triesta, held tightly the liberty their plumage could afford. These divergent paths did cause a share of differences between the winged and the wingless over time. But here in this land, our purposes are shared, our goals united. That then is the Essence. That is who they are, and what, and why. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. Ooh, looks like there's something here too. On mercy. In the words of Triesta, mercy is the beating heart of a truly free society. Mercy even for the perpetrators of the darkest deeds. As our liege Solian Murd drifted in an ocean of regret, he found there mercy, or rather, it found him, and it saved his life. Mercy, freedom, they are intertwined. A society which raises a clenched fist against stone shall follow the doomed path of the empire of Sar. Ours shall be a merciful society. May the perpetrators of the darkest deeds be sent to join us here, where they may learn as we have. Mercy shall engender union among all our different kind. We shall stand shoulder to shoulder, equals in the same society. Okay. Alright, looks like it's it. What up, Wolf? Following Hedwyn's liberation, you find Wolfred smoking at his pipe, his eyes averted. He looks up and smiles as you approach. Hello, my girl. Excellent work back there. Thank you for your perseverance. Though, I was just reflecting on how very fortunate I've been in all of this. Not just me, but really all of us who had a chance to stand with Hedwyn there. Ours is, admittedly, a somewhat desperate plan. It was vital to me, should the Nightwings rise again, that it be under proper care and guidance. I was just thinking how well Hedwyn served in that capacity. Whatever it is to be the outcome of all this, no doubt his presence shall be missed. My agents and I, we were unsure of him at first. A common boy like that, completely unacquainted with the rights. But, in the end, I felt that he was worth a shot. Someone like him. Sincere, determined, with loyal friends and desperate to get home. Those qualities spoke volumes. Then he falls silent for a time. I have every faith that he shall strive on our behalf, now, in the Commonwealth, and it is my hope that he yet finds the one he sought. You and Wolfred speak little more of Hedwyn for now. You are left wondering what shall become of him in the Commonwealth. Alright. Wow, Jadariel is almost maxed out. Yeah, 1050, so just like a couple more and she's max. Kay is getting there too. Alright. Nothing else in here then, I think, so continue your journey. To the Moonlight Alcove. Traveling in our wagon to the place where we wait. You once again find yourself amid the serene walkways of Moonlight Alcove. Here you can await the time until the stars deign to shine for you again. Anything in here? No. That's it. All right. Let us bide the time. We have returned to a place of respite. Please make yourselves comfortable, such as you can. We are at the mercy of the stars, but I expect they shall shine bright again in time. As for me, I shall return by then, for there is something I must do. There, from atop the sacred mountain, you gaze down into the abyss that is the downside. You wonder when the stars shall align themselves once more. There upon the sacred mountain, you and your companions once more await the night the stars begin to shine again. The plan of which you are all part is set in motion. The Commonwealth, a nation that stood almost for 1,000 years, is in turmoil. If your companions return there through the liberation rites, what sort of place shall they be coming back to? Many moons pass. One evening, amid a downpour with no interest whatsoever in relenting, Wolfred requests everybody to convene. You understand he has an announcement of some sort. Soon everyone is assembled, and Wolfred regards the group. Everyone. There is an aspect of our plan which I've now talked about with you at length.
Oh really? What's that, bud?
Look around at your companions. What do you see in them? He lets the question hang a moment in the air. I'll tell you what I see in all of you, in all of us. I see in all of us a living vision of the 8 scribes themselves, each one among them hailing from the different tribes which later formed our commonwealth. My observation does not come from pompousness, I think. Rather, I believe the scribes themselves desired, or shall I say desire, such a course. Together they created all this, ceremony of which we're now a part. Excuse me. The exiles, liberated through their rights, went on to found the Commonwealth, based on their values and their teachings. Thus, an instrumental aspect of our plan is to embody the spirit and the culture from which the Commonwealth arose so many centuries ago. That way, when we are all united on the other side in solidarity, people all shall see that we reflect the values they yet cherish in their hearts, not merely our own. Anyway, we are still missing one key representative on behalf of Molten Millith. And I happen to know a certain bog dweller who I think shall fit the part most splendidly indeed. Emotions for someone to approach. A certain bog dweller slithers forward. We recognize her straight away. It is my pleasure to introduce you a dear old friend of mine, whom I believe you've met. Welcome to the Nightwings, Bertrude. Hey, Big Bertrude. The bog dweller called Big Bertrude utters something guttural by way of greeting.
We are to understand that you require further aid from us.
Yes, dear Bertrude, the time has come. Bertrude here is far and away the most accomplished alchemist whom I have ever met. You soon will find that she knows much about the rites as well. Bertrude looks you and your fellow exiles each in turn.
We frighten ye, apparent.
Everyone is silent as Bertrude searches their expressions.
Then tremble, soul, small ones, and hold well thy tongues, lest we remove them.
Haha, Miss Bertrude, such a joker. She takes her leave without another word. Please excuse Bertrude's blunt manner. I guarantee she shall see seashells by the seashore. I guarantee she shall more than make up for it. Everyone disperses. It seems that now the ranks of the Nightwings are complete. Bertrude joined the group. You sense her powerful presence. Now then, my girl, perhaps you notice that the stars are bright once more up there behind those stubborn rains, meaning it is time that we get back to business. Indeed, once more several stars shine bright within the cold and storming sky. The stars themselves await the will of the Nightwings. Where can we go? Okay. Let's see. Alright, so once again we have 3 more that you have to do before the next liberation, right? Alright. Hey, we're at 0. Yay, let's go. My dear friend Big Bertrude, she observes an unseen pattern in the stars. It seems we now can estimate how many rites remain until the next liberation. Did we not have this before? I thought we did. Okay. Let's see who's here. We haven't done Barker yet. Again. We've done them. We could do them though. Go back to goal. Seems like a good starting spot. The triumvirate you shall confront this time around shall be the Tempers, led by the demon called Ignarius. They have prevailed in the rites on many occasions in the past. Lone Minstrel then offers you such details as he knows of your next adversary. Ignarius, a longtime resident of the downside, as evidenced by his appearance. The strongest of the Tempers, he has waited years to earn his freedom. Born to a middling Commonwealth family, he got into trouble early and often, but found his calling in the Commonwealth's not entirely legal red light district. There he took many jobs, most involving his sheer size. Most notably, he was a bouncer at the Starry 8, an infamous tavern in the Commonwealth, where he came to symbolize its reputation. One day, a particularly belligerent guest got under his skin, so he gave him a tremendous thrashing. The club clientele all gave a cheer. However, this guest turned out to be a wealthy chamberlain who then exploited his connections to have Ignarius arrested and then exiled. This was 14 years ago. In the downside, Ignarius dropped his given name, as is sometimes the custom, and survived alone through the tenacity and strength. In time, he drew the notice of the Tempers, revealed to him the rights, recruited him into their ranks, and let him work his way up. Now at last, it is his turn. Other than the Nightwings, the Tempers have liberated more exiles than any other triumvirate. They had high hopes for Ignarius' return. Now, good evening, reader. We wish a good night to the Lone Minstrel. Your travels shall continue at first light. Talk. Oh, what's up, girl? Rights of Flame. In the words of Solium, with these blackened nails do I hereby inscribe the rights of flame. The bylaws shall be written here in full. We, the Eight, decree the rights a test of one's true worth in body, mind, and spirit. Now, until the stars abandon us, this shall be binding law within the downside. Those deemed worthy in the rights are to regain their freedom from the downside and return from whence they came. Exiles shall conduct the rights as one of 9 triumvirates and look forward to the stars for guidance on their path. Exiles shall bear this book as status. Okay. Still don't have chapter 5. Alright. Oh. Essential structure. The essential structure of a right shall be as follows. Where chosen by the stars within the dark of night, shall 2 triumvirates stand in opposition, far enough afield, beside their consecrated pyres symbolizing their resolve. In each triumvirate, the 3 shall act as one, to demonstrate their trust in one another, not just in themselves. Triumvirates shall endeavor to extinguish the pyre of their adversary, whose flames are only to be staunched through a celestial orb descended from the stars. Whosoever pyre remains burning shall prevail. The triumvirates are to disperse. We, the Eight, have seen the turning of the stars from now until the ending of our age. Heed their guidance and ours. The stars take many cyclic turns. The rites commence at their behest upon celestial landmarks where the downside's greater titans fell before the heavens. Bearing this, the book bestowed on your triumvirate, you, the reader, shall perceive under which stars you are to congregate. Follow where they lead, as your adversary shall. If either of you fails to appear, then neither of you walks the path. Whether you prevail or you fall, from that point the stars shall guide you on. There's a lot. The rites shall not commence unless the necessary preparations are complete at a celestial landmark ere the stars align. Exiles shall conduct the rites bearing this book, of which there are but 40 copies, each bound in astral hide. Exiles shall wear their sacred raiments, fashioned in our likeness at the summit of Mount Elodial. Their identities are to be concealed, for they shall represent us all. Exiles shall set a metal sigil for their pile and consecrate the ground using the words, "The 8 scribes gave their freedom so that we may yet have ours. The heavens shall respond when all is set." Okay. During the rite, each triumvirate shall act as one, unerringly and without question. The disobedient shall suffer banishment or permanent expulsion. Exiles should move as of a single mind to demonstrate their faith, and recognize that they, as we the 8, cannot prevail alone. Their worth shall be determined both by their actions and their peers. Triumvirates lacking experience in this may designate a reader, whose focus on the book may help the others to coordinate. However, only those who shall conduct the rites firsthand shall walk the path toward enlightenment and become eligible to regain their freedom. Okay. The burning pyre. At the appointed time, at the aligning of the stars, the heavens shall rain down upon the ground sufficiently prepared, and thus the 2 opposing pyres shall be set ablaze. Thus shall commence the rite. Triumvirates are to protect their pyres as they would their lifeblood. Lifeblood itself is never to be shed before, during, or after any rite, lest the disobeyer suffer permanent expulsion. Exile is injury enough. The rite is an act of mercy. Fear not the purifying flame. Plunge into it headlong and without fear, for you shall be protected by the stars themselves. Seek freedom in the flame. The aura. Exiles bearing the raiments of this book reveal their hidden aura and the color of their flame. The aura is the exile's solitary weapon in the rites. Should one's adversaries cross one's aura, the adversary shall be banished. Banishment is fleeting nothingness. Seek the pyre's light and thus make your return. The exile's presence shapes their aura. Exiles gain greater auras while standing side by side with their triumvirates, for we gain strength together. Exiles may cast their aura through sheer force of focus on this book. Is this like a thing that they were supposed to give me earlier? Celestial Orb. As the two flames are lit, so shall the celestial orb fall from the heavens. But one such orb shall be veiled by the stars, requiring triumvirates to vie for it. Its cosmic connection to the flames, the raiments in this book, bestows the necessary qualities for its bearer to prevail. Effortlessly sails the orb between the three and a triumvirate. It seeks the grasp of whosoever acts among the three. Once grasped, the orb shall draw within it all the bearer's aura, fueled by the triumvirate's own flame. It is to be cast into the flame. The path. In each rite we gain enlightenment, whether we prevail or we fail. Indeed, through failure do we tend to learn the most valued lessons, provided we survive. None among us have prevailed without end. Exiles who walk the path toward enlightenment shall, at times, be struck by an epiphany and achieve mastery in some respect. Choose well amongst these blessings we bestow. Thus you may yet achieve your potential and surpass your adversaries. Whenever you prevail, your triumvirate earns favor. In time, the triumvirate with the most favor shall be summoned to the liberation rite to earn a chance at freedom. Then the cycle shall begin anew. Liberation! The liberation rite takes place upon the fall of Solium under a blooded moon witnessed by the heralds from the stars. There the most favored triumvirate shall confront the one which we appoint. These two triumvirates first shall pass through the Scribe's Gate, where their worth shall be assessed under the stars. Only the most enlightened exiles within each triumvirate may be anointed for a chance of freedom. Two of their companions shall support them whilst they strive. The anointed champion of the triumvirate which prevails then shall plunge into the shimmer pool and return in glory. That's it. That's the entire chapter. Just like here, just take it. Just take the chapter, please. Please take it. Okay. What's up, Bertrude? You find Big Bertrude looking about the black wagon in a disapproving way. She fixes her gaze on you. Yeah, it was a lot of reading. Her expression does not change.
Nerd! Such a clutter added to this wagon since we looked upon it last. Unsightly. We remember thee from our abode in Flagging Hands. Then thou must be the reading one to whom Sandalwood referred.
She moves in close, studying you. You recall that the mere touch of a bog crone of the southern bogs can induce paralysis or worse.
That one such as thee can extract meaning from that tome. 'Twas a feat we wished to witness for ourselves. Thy flesh has seen but the smallest fraction of the years which ours withstood, and yet we are expected to believe that thou canst understand the Book of Rites.
Then she backs away, for someone else has joined you. Hail, Bertrude, madam. Is everything to your liking at this time, or is there something more which you require?
Ner. We have been unable to locate a supply of rotworm gizzard extract among thy belongings. Other than that, we shall lodge no complaint at present.
It is possible that Wolfred has a small supply among his possessions here. If you would care to accompany me, you may yet procure some.
That would be agreeable with us.
Then, after you, madam. As they depart, you think you see the lone minstrel nod his head your way. Like, I got you. I got you. I know you don't want to deal with this. I got you. Bertrude's Dex. Unusual etched cards depicting the greater titans, probably for curses and enchantments. Alright. Alright, continue the journey. You rise early that morning, though Bertrude is already awake. She scowls at you.
Sabundias.
Good morning, reader. Bertrude, I trust your stay has been not too uncomfortable.
Nay, Sandalwood. The comforts of this place are not for us. Fly us forth from here to lower ground. Let's just get on with all of this.
Mesum legaritas.
The reader here shall do so once the group is ready. I thank you for your patience. Okay. Let's go. Oop, spot over here. What's this? Soaring far above Sklorian shore, you notice Pamitha gazing down at the frozen cliffs below. That damn place down there. I like it least of all, I think, among everywhere we've been. I'm thankful that there's been no reason to return.
Reminds me of home is all. The Heiming remnants. We all grew accustomed to the thinner air, amid the cliffs that reaches the clouds above your commonwealth. But it was not the nicest place. Little wonder that my sisters sailed for the rather warmer base of operations in this land, there, by the nest of Trieste.
Morena dendas.
Anyway, I'm pleased to spend as little time as possible near here. Let's fly on by and go about our business.
Let's.
And then we fly on by.
Nice. Seems like this place is lit up for a reason, but that's okay. Alright. Still further. Okay, here we go. Hollow Roots. Stardust, okay. Ooh, I do love vocations. I do love me some vocations. What's up? Wolfred is poring over a copy of the Book of Rites as you approach. He looks up at you and smiles.
My Libra Narum
The
Saros.
Road to Freedom, written in a book that hardly anyone believes exists, and fewer still can read and comprehend. Sometimes I marvel how absurd all of this is, my girl. Tell me something, though. I've spent so much time considering the book, but known so few with whom I can discuss it in much detail. You've had some time to turn it through it by now, so what do you think? Worth all the fuss? It is fascinating. I mean, the last part was tedious, but it was kind of fascinating. You tell Wolfred the book has fascinated you and that you have never seen anything quite like it. He nods slowly as you describe your experience with it.
Tederandas Vare.
I share the sentiment. To have in our possession a genuine artifact from a forgotten time. How much of it is exactly true, and how much of it is the scribe's retelling of events? I find it endlessly fascinating to consider, I must admit. He puts away his copy of the book with care.
Zembales Praxis.
It is amazing that these volumes have survived for all this time, I think. Whatever they are made of has withstood the ravaging effects of time quite well. And the ideas there contained, they remain rather provocative as well. To think that the Commonwealth disavows of the existence of this book, despite official recognition of the 8 scribes. Although the reasons why are in there, written plain. How fascinating that its secrets have been kept for all this time. Anyway, you'll have to excuse me for my extracurricular interest in its teachings. I used to teach a version of its history. To have access to the real thing has brought me some small pleasure.
Sempara Varitus.
Let us be certain to reserve these volumes for whomever shall be next to use them. He turns his attention to other matters and bids you a good afternoon. Good afternoon! Alright, anything else in here? Oh, I guess we could look at your stuff. Wow, that's a lot of inspiration. That is some inspo. Some Fitzbo inspo. Dang. So you do 25 glory, pretty big presence. How is that? You're the biggest one. Although Tizo's also super big, which is weird. Your quickness actually isn't terrible, but you don't have a ton of hope. But we can help with some of this. At least a little bit. Alright. Explore Blooming Pool. You and Sir Gilman make a quick search of the rolling hills of Blooming Pool. However, you find nothing of note. An uneventful trip, but then it gives this knight more time to practice his techniques. You soon return to the Black Wagon, where the others are preoccupied with their own pursuits. You should have enough time to pursue your vocations. Let's mentor Witch Lady. 'Cause if we do, she levels up, like, immediately.
Very well, then. Educate us if thou canst.
You and Bertrude review what observations you have made thus far about the various triumvirates you've confronted on your journey. She has keen insights about some of them. Cool.
Thus does our grasp of ancient sorceries grow ever stronger still.
Alright, so what can you do? While Bertrude's Pyre is less than the adversary, she deals +5. While Bertrude's Pyre has more, she deals an additional +5. After Bertrude pounces at an adversary, she instantly recovers all her stamina. While slithering, Bertrude uses 50% less stamina and moves 30% more quickly. Once per ride, after saluting adversaries, Bertrude turns them into fast-moving howlers. I actually hate this. Like, this is pretty good. This is really good. This sucks, but yeah. This is better stuff down here. So, unlucky. Unlucko.
Those who deign confront us, we shall give increasing reasons to beware.
I guess we could just get both. Technically. Alright, continue the journey. Alright. Alright, let's go into the wagon. What's up, Gilman? Sir Gilman is fuming in anger over something, so much that you were hesitant to approach him, but you approach him anyway. Exile is too light a sentence for this night! He notices you and then seizes up. He begins acting rather nonchalant, as though his outburst did not just transpire. Oh, greetings to you, noble Master Reader. What brings you to this knight this afternoon? Everything okay, bud? You maintain a gentle tone with him and ask whether there is something you might wish to discuss. Sir Gilman perhaps could benefit from talking through his woes. He stands there for a time, silent and dejected. But then... Master Reader, this knight cannot escape the horrors of his past. It seems that you would hear them. Then you have this knight's apologies ahead of time for burdening you further with his troubles. Having said that, here then are the troubles you requested. You are, of course, familiar with the siege of the Spiral Sanctum. For this night, the memory of it is like a wound which will not close. This night stood there on the front lines whilst the high-wing remnants descended upon us. So furious was their assault that our chain of command was ruptured instantly. We of the Sea Dominion, we require orders to perform our duty. Without such orders, why, we surely made a very easy target there that eve. One by one, then two by two, they picked us off, becoming bolder, some of them, shrieking with laughter all the while. This night, he saw his comrades cast aside like sea flies. How this knight survived, he does not know for certain, even now. Perhaps it was that he attempted to pursue and to detain his own knight commander, whom you met when you first met this knight. That cursed Sir Deluge, if not for his craven cowardice, the Spiral Sanctum, it might have held, at least a while longer. But instead, we were routed, rendered spineless both in form and deed. Sir Deluge was first to turn and flee, as our chain of command crumbled. And as for this knight, he failed to catch his knight commander. He must have looked a coward too. Thus came the time for penance, and this knight, why, he insisted on the only course of action reasonable. He insisted on the sentence to the downside. And as you can plainly see, his wish was then fulfilled. How absurd that he should re-encounter his old knight commander here soon after. Thus did this knight become obliged once more to Sir Deluge. We took to the waters in the Sea of Solace, where soon we met the Pyrehearts, a triumvirate exclusive to our kind. It was plain to see that they lacked wherewithal, and Sir Deluge, though he could provide the leadership that they sought, as he was too much of a coward to decline. As for this knight, Being of the Sea Dominion, he had little choice to comply, or so at first he thought. When this night we encountered you and the Nightwings, something awakened within him. With so little honor left to lose and so much left to gain, it became eminently clear that this knight stood a better chance within your ranks than those of Sir Deluge. And there is little left to say. This knight cannot escape his past, and yet he chooses to believe that he was spared that day not merely by coincidence. Perhaps Under King Horus has yet plans in store, in which this knight may play a part. This night, he clings however vainly to that hope. He slithers away, his head bowed low. It seems best to leave him be for now. You sense he feels relieved at having shared all this. Cool. Oh. So like here? Oh, okay. Crime none. Okay. All right. We should probably use him in the right. All right. Hey guys, come on in. Say now, whatever happened to that Smiley Headwind guy? Did he really get out of here? Like I've been hearing, or what? I have no money, but I can sell this. So, sure. And what can we do with this? That is pretty good. Tizo gets close to no stamina loss. Okay. Whoops. That's a better than coin flip chance for that one. All right. All right. I appreciate you doing business, and you guys be sure to tell your friends, okay? Oh, we got a book thing. Downside climates. I know of no polite way to describe the climate here. It oppresses every living thing except perhaps the native flora in a few specific areas. Once more, the recommended course is to keep moving. Moving keeps you warm when it is cold, or when it is very hot, use what strength you can to move to somewhere you can think and breathe. The weather on the downside seems intrinsic to the different regions, which my good friend Molten Millith shall describe. Shelter can be difficult to find, and you cannot stay in it for very long. Perhaps, however, shelter can accompany you rather than constrain you. Okay. All right. Typically, Jadariel is always among the first to start making preparations for the rites, just as soon as you arrive amid such places as the lonesome lands of the Ridge of Gold. This time, however, she does not assist the others. She has not even donned the raiments. Your concern is noted, reader. It is misplaced. It is only that the one we are to face this time, Narius. We denied his liberty before. It seems almost cruel to set him further back. How absurd that I should even care. It is simply that I seldom see those with features similar to mine, those who have survived here long enough to earn their horns. I shall now go to prepare. Soon it is nightfall and the stars begin to shine. Alright then. Ooh, another thingy. No, I'm good. Oh, really? Well then, maybe we should use her.
The much-vaunted reader has returned, and it would appear her ranks grow stronger. Consorting with the bog-crone Bertrude, are we?
Maybe.
How very strange that you befriended her.
Friend is a strong
At any rate, your adversaries in this rite shall be the Tempers. Put out their flame and walk the path to liberty.
Okie dokie. Hey, well, if it isn't Curlyhorn. Surprised they didn't let you out already. Not that I'm complaining. Was hoping I'd run into you again. See, when you've been stuck in here for, about 14 years, not that I'm counting or anything, you gain some appreciation for the simplest stuff, you know? A cool breeze, a solid meal. Anyway, it's good to see you in one piece is all. Jadariel removes her mask and stares at him. Why are you doing this? You have a right to conduct. Yeah, well, I've conducted a lot of rites, you know. Got a lot of good it's done for me. Yet, here you are again. Yeah, anyway. He throws on his mask. Guess we better get things started. Our kind. Got a reputation to uphold. Jadariel watches him for several moments, then rejoins your group.
Liberatus.
Hold a moment, reader. The crone Bertrude slithers forth wearing the raiments of the rites.
Somvarte province.
Now that Bertrude is among our ranks, it would be best if you became familiar with her repertoire. You have no obligation to make use of her abilities, of course. Good, Bertrude? You show the reader something of your aptitude.
No, we expect thou shalt be soon inclined to bring our sorceries to bear. Long have we studied these rites of thine. Let us show thee what we know of them thus far.
The bog crone Bertrude shows herself in full.
Okay.
Now, I have to wonder what became of her accomplices. Of one accomplice in particular. You watch yourself around her, reader. None are sentenced into exile without sufficient
Hold
cause.
B to blast. Oh. Well then. Release B. There we go. Press Y to proceed. Okie dokie.
Now then, reading one, know that our freedom is of little consequence to us. We side with thee because of Sandalwood, because of his plan. We shall aid thee in the rites, and we shall aid thee in that plan. Thus we are at thy disposal and await thy bidding.
Okay. Our adversary, Ignarius. His heart is not in this. We should be able to prevail against him without difficulty.
Now let us begin.
Well, no reason to take him easy, though. Sure. We'll use you, though.
Bertrude. Sir Gilman.
And then, okay. Okay.
Kay.
Shiru-sama?
Very well.
Most formidable foe we stand against. This knight's most favorite kind. Bring it on, the Nightwings. Let's see you beat me again. We actually have very similar lineups.
Begin.
Wait, really?
Ignatius banished.
Did she not jump? Got it. Oh, I have to hold down with her. That's right.
Themselves.
That's right. Question. When does Octopath 2 come out again?
Shame.
Okay.
Didn't see it coming.
Yeah, let's say.
A decisive blow.
Okay.
Now take it. That
Nice.
Bertrude's faster than she looks. Zap! Their pyre sputters.
Shores? What shores? What you talking about, Cosmic?
Almost.
Oh.
Unacceptable.
Alright.
Glory to the scribes. Oh. Good.
Oh, I ran right into him. Whoops.
Oh. Oh, fine. Onward thus to greater glory. Brilliantly done. Now, go on, just once more. There goes old Bertrude.
Sneaky, sneaky.
Beneath contempt. Your flames grow weak.
Alright.
Both triumvirates are equally as close. Bye now, Bertie. And
Laters.
it is done.
Cheat code.
The Night Wings prevail. The scribe showed them a bit of favor in the end.
It doesn't even matter. Nailed it.
The ceremony is complete.
Well, Curly Horns, what can I tell you? Guess you Nightwing still got a spring in your step. You could have prevailed. Why did you hold back? Ha 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 ha. You really want to know there, huh? Indulge me. Sure. You free tomorrow night? Jadariel scoffs at this. She dons her mask. Then she turns and walks away from him without another word. Ignarius simply stands there and stares. Awkward. Awkward.
Of the scribes.
Hey, look at that.
Is elusive, oh Sir Gilman.
So grateful is this knight for such a glorious occasion that he is giving strong consideration to performing here and now the forbidden dance of the Sea Dominion. Please don't do that. Look at you getting all these points.
Lust for knowledge becomes manifest.
The strange designs of the 8 scribes, their everlasting sorceries are strong within this land, and yet we shall make further use of them, we think.
Okay.
Until the next round.
Someone's there sneaking around. Show yourself already. She stands there for a moment saying nothing, then this was a mistake. She leaves him just as soon as she arrived. Hey, hold up. Curly Horns, wait. Wait. She keeps him waiting there. Ignarius just shakes his head, and he keeps waiting, for there is little else for him there in the downside. He keeps waiting, but not for very long. Not for very long. Okay. After vanquishing the Tempers after a few close calls, you return to the wagon to find Wolfred and the lone minstrel in the midst of conversation.
Tereso.
Oh, strange that this one star should be illuminated now. This is not what I expected. Nor I, Wolfred, sir. Then Wolfred notices you there.
Ligaratus.
Reader, Tarek and I observed a strange occurrence in the sky is all.
Saligrestrad.
It appears that the star of Kaelmer Rope Collar is illuminated now. It is but another star, except our models and predictions of the cosmos did not anticipate this.
Frabelegasta.
Anyway, go see for yourself. I shall make the wagon ready in the meantime. You see only a single shining star illuminated far above. It is just as Wolfred indicated. Okay. Oh, hey, there's the thingies. The bad touches. Oh, so I have to go here? Okay. That looked like a burp. Then we are summoned to the Isle of Kaelmer, deep within the Deathless Tempest. Have you been there before, Tarek? So long ago, I scarce recall the time, only the scent. It is the place from whence the creatures native to this land sprang forth. Reader, let's not concern ourselves with superstitions all about that place. We'll set forth at dawn, and soon see for ourselves what to make of it. Okay. The Tempers. Myrrh the Horned One formed the Tempers upon his own ideals. Ingrained in this triumvirate are basic truths about the dual roles of strength and gentleness. The Horned One, he has had a dualistic nature for as long as he and I consider each a friend. The stories I am told about Myrrh's youth describe no one I know. All of us are capable of more. I was once an imp that could not write. Myrrh once was a man that could not think. The Tempers once were ordinary folk. Now they rise to greatness, always striving, never overreaching. They are not like Myrrh himself. Rather, they are what Myrrh wished he could be. Okay. You are unaccustomed to seeing Bertrude smiling, and yet there she is doing just that. You soon see why. You have observed before how her manner seems to soften to the degree it can whenever Wolfred is around. If only I could have seen their faces then. What was your secret, dare I ask, dear Bertrude? It appears they are reminiscing about old times in the Commonwealth. Flame-resistant inks, Sandalwood. 'Twas the inks themselves which kept those volumes from burning burnt to ash. Flame-resistant inks. Of course, the good officers who came to visit. They were so intent on burning all the evidence, they did not stop to think the evidence was fireproof. Alas, that they later found a way to burn thy stamping press regardless. Thy written words, they moved us many times, and many others whom we knew there in the southern bogs. No matter, dear Bertrude. What's done is done. At least we made it difficult for them. And that's not so. While introducing some of our fellow citizens to new ideas. Perhaps. My words would not have reached nearly half as many were it not for you. Not to mention how I managed to elude them for another decade or so. I am ever thankful for your sacrifice. Thy thanks shall not be necessary, Sandalwood. Well, you shall have to take them from me anyhow. Thank you, Bertrude, for helping to fulfill a modest author's dreams. What good's a stamping press without good inks? No good at all. They exchange a laugh at this, but then... Even still, and through this nor ordeal, thou hast no love for us, is that not so? Bertrude. Nay,
We understand full well. Thou needst not further explain thyself.
Norum Kadushe.
There are different kinds of love, Gertrude.
On that account, thou hast nothing to teach us, Sandalwood.
They each remained silent for a time.
Norum Kare Saste.
Should I not be here? Our hearts, they cannot be controlled, Gertrude. Blasted things they are, they act well on their own. He puts away his pipe.
Ibre vomianita.
If you know what I mean. I am blessed to have you in my life, back in the Commonwealth, and here as well. I mean that, although I know that it is not enough. At first, Gertrude does not seem to acknowledge this in any way, but then...
Nay, Sandalwood, it is enough. It is enough.
She departs without awaiting a response, brushing past you as she goes. Wolfred soon turns away as well, politely bidding you a good evening. The two old friends have evidently managed their way past certain tensions in their long-standing relationship. They rather seem to draw a certain strength from one another.
Is that what we're calling it?
Is that what we're calling? All right. Welp. On that note, all right, let's quit out of the game. Cool. And then okay. So here's the thing. I kind of don't want to play this game anymore. Which is super weird to say. Yeah. I don't know. Oh, thank you for the rain, Zephyr. While we contemplate. It is good contemplating weather. I have never before not wanted to play a game as good as this, which is weird. The very few games I have not wanted to keep playing on this channel, of which there are actually very few, were bad games, like really bad games. This is not one of them. I Am Fish, bad game. To be fair, that was always going to be more of a one-off no matter what, but it was just a bad one-off. We continue through Spirit of the North. We continue through The Vanishing of Ethan Carter. The thing was, those two games were also a little shorter than this one. And I really think the problem is, and unfortunately for this game, it's yet another game that is being compared to a game that came after it. There was another one right before this. Yeah, Spirit of the North. I said that. Yeah. Now you're good. But again, short game. Before I started this game, the one thing I didn't want it to be like was Hades. Because Hades is a game that is really, 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 really good. And everybody loves it. And I have zero interest in it. Like, legitimately negative interest in that game. And the main reason is because I just don't like the genre. I have tried. I played Dead Cells. I don't like the repetitive nature of it. I don't like it. It's why I don't like the Diablos and Path of Exile, and to an extent, it's why I'll probably never play an MMO. The repetition just it does not do it for me. And man, when this game started, I was like, yeah, you know, good writing, good music, good graphics, good art style, fun characters. Yeah, this could be fun. This could be a lot of fun. Dodgeball game is pretty fun. And then like I got another party member and I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, you know, now you get to rotate a little bit. That could be kind of cool. And then we got another party member. And then we got another party member. And then we got another party member. And the very sinking suspicion of, oh, we're going to have to go through this multiple times, aren't we? Started gnawing at the back of my head. And unfortunately, that's exactly what we got. Now, it isn't like a 1-to-1 of the first part of the game where you go through every region. But it is like, at this point now, we've faced all the teams. We're about to face a team apparently for the third time, and we have no even choice in that matter. Like, I don't know. And I've looked it up. Apparently you have to do, I think it's 26 rights in this game. And by my count, we're like maybe halfway through. So we still have an entire like other half of this game to play. And it's just going to be more of the same. And so as good, as really freaking good as the writing in this game is, as fun as these characters are, as much fun as I have doing the voices, even as tiring as it is, and it is tiring, I did not want to stream tonight. And it wasn't because I was tired, and it wasn't even because I was burned out on streaming. Like, it's definitely not that. I spent Cosmic did I think you all know this. Cosmic does like side music lessons. And she had one tonight, and while she was doing that, I was working on getting another game ready that requires a little finessing to get working well. And it's just about there. I think it won't be the next game we play, but it'll be very shortly thereafter. But I'm excited to play that game. There's other games I'm like, I'm ready to give those a go. So I'm not tired. I'm a little tired because I had to go into work today. But that's not really it, because I've streamed on days like this. I'm not burned out from streaming. I still am enjoying it. I'm still getting excited for other games. I don't want to stream this game anymore. And I hate that. Sorry. I hate that. Because this game is great. This game is legitimately great. It is simply not for me. So if I thought we had like one more episode of this, I'd be like, okay, you know, we've come this far, let's push through to the end. But it's also like I was thinking, like, I could just knock it out on Saturday. I could start an early stream and just be like, yeah, you know, I'll just stream until we finish it and be done with it. My voice would not be able to handle that kind of stream, because we'd be talking probably 6-8 hours, probably, maybe a little less if we like quickly went through the stuff. But yeah, I can barely make it through like a 2.5 hour stream doing these voices. I couldn't do that. So I just think the best option is just to say, you know what, we did it. It's a lot of reading. It's a lot of reading. And again, it's doing voices like a super storybook. Yeah, like I remember when we played Control there, and Alan Wake was the same way. And yeah, I mean, every Remedy game I guess has been the same way, because Quantum Break was also like this. I mean, Quantum Break had Time Knife. I enjoyed the crap out of reading Time Knife on stream. It was fun, but I didn't have to do that many voices, and there was like breaks between the readings of like things you would find in the environment. Then you just be like shooting bad guys and stuff. Those breaks like really helped. Same thing for Control, same thing for Alan Wake. Reading a lot of lore in the game, to be fair, you don't have to do any voice. I know I don't have to. But please don't stop doing them. But I have to, because I'm not playing the game anymore. That's the conundrum. So yeah, it's so weird. I would suggest literally any person who likes Hades and likes roguelikes, go play this game. This game's great. But it's like when people, now this is a dated reference because I was proven right in the end, and I will never stop feeling smug about this. But it was around like season 3 or season 4 of Game of Thrones when that thing was going on, or Breaking Bad. I guess Breaking Bad is maybe a better example. Like, I know those shows are great. They're amazing. They're fantastic. I also have zero desire to watch them. They're not for me, like at all. I can recognize great pieces of media and also recognize they're not for me. Pyre is now squarely in that bucket. It is a wonderful game with wonderful characters and a very realized world around them. But my God, this game is not for me. So yeah, if you can find it on sale, if you can get it through like a bundle, like that's how I got this. I had completely forgotten about it. On itch.io. I got it as like a bundle with like a ton of other stuff for $5. Go play it. If you like roguelikes, if you like Hades, if you like Dead Cells, if you like, I don't know what else is in that vein. If you like good story games, go play this game. It's great. I'm not gonna be playing it anymore. So there we are. I don't know what I'm playing tomorrow now. As Cosmic put in chat, our schedule is staying the same. We'll be back here tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern time for another edition of Hybrid Let's Play. I don't know what I'll be playing. I have some games loaded up. I'll pick from one of them and we'll go. I do think the funny thing is, I think we're back, staying the same-ish. Yeah. I do think we're back to a choice between a not Portal, a not Metroid, and then we're throwing in, I don't know how to describe the third game in not language. I don't know. I almost want to call it not Uncharted, but I don't think it's not Uncharted. I don't think that quite hits. You love these not games? I do. I mean, so far, like Ghost Song and the Entropy Center were both very good games. To be fair, I don't think these games are as strong into the not. Like, the Entropy Center was very much not Portal. Like, that game was like, hey guys, we really like Portal. We decided to make a game. I don't think these games fit quite that neatly, but they are still in like that genre for sure. So we'll pick one of them and we'll play it. And then, like I said, we have another game I'm very excited to play. Yeah, I believe it'll be the first game in the channel. No, because it'll be the first long game I've played on this channel that I've already played before in my life. Because I just realized I've played Donkey Kong Country 2 and 3 before, and I played both of those on stream. They've been a while, but I had played those before. So yeah, stay tuned tomorrow. See what we're playing. I don't know yet. It'll be something good. And again, like I said, if you liked what you saw and also sort of what you heard on this stream, go play Pyre. It deserves to be played. Give it a shot, and I hope you like it, because it is a great game. So we shall see. It's a pretty game. It's a very pretty game. Super giant. Let me make sure I get this right, because there's two super game companies, and I want to get the right one. Is it Super Giant? Yes, it is Super Giant. Supermassive makes the the Until Dawn games and their ilk. Super Giant makes Bastion, Transistor, and Pyre and Hades. It's a very strong 4 games. It's a very strong 4 games. So that's gonna do it though. I thank y'all for coming out tonight. And again, listening to these wonderful voices as I destroyed my voice. Whether it's for 5 minutes, the entire stream, you're lurking, you're chatting. I appreciate you being here. Or even if you're catching this on demand later. But come out to a live stream if you do. We have fun. And you get to hear me do this live, and you can make fun of me too. It's pretty great. Until then, please stay safe, wear your masks, get vaxxed and boosted, be good to each other. I am Hybrid for Hybrid Let's Play, and until next stream, all you out there, take control, take care. Good night, Pyre.